More is not necessarily better. The average amount of semen volume is 5 milliliters. So it's like a teaspoon, right? It's not a lot. And more doesn't mean that you have more sperm necessarily.
Right.
So
semen is not the same thing as sperm.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. So if you were saying like health-wise, is it better? Not necessarily, right? Now, some people really enjoy the feeling of having a large ejaculate volume. It's more pleasurable to them. But interesting, when you look at the female partners, and again, there's not any, this is only heterosexual data, but if you look at the female partners and you ask them, there's actually a study that's been done on like, do you prefer more semen volume or do you prefer, does it make a difference? And really the only thing that makes a difference is that their partner ejaculates or not. So
the amount really does not influence the female perspective.
Correct. I mean, some women will say, of course, that they like it, they
Right.
feel it, it's good, but that's not, at least in that one study, that was not necessarily an issue for most women. Like, yes, there are some, of course, who really do enjoy the volume, but the large majority, no. The large majority just want to make sure their partner's ejaculating and feeling pleasure and that they're enjoying themselves, right?
Yeah.
In terms of how can you increase it? Well, one simple thing, increase your fluid intake. So
fluid across the board.
yeah, fluid across the board.
Cheers.
So fluid across the board will increase semen volume and also abstinence between ejaculations.
How long?
So generally, when you look at the data, you will see an increase in volume, but at some point over many, many days, but at some point the quality of the sperm, so if you're trying to conceive, actually goes down. So generally we say at least 48 hours if you want to really increase semen volume. But yeah, if you go longer, you might have more, but at some point you get diminishing returns. So probably after about 5 days, you're getting diminishing returns.
Okay.
So that's another way. Also, if you want to just increase the force at which your ejaculate comes out so it appears more voluminous, that you can do by doing Kegel exercises.